Hey, it's Sam Highfield. I'm an on-set visual effects supervisor, and today I thought it'd be really interesting to break down a visual effects shot practically, not jumping into Nuke, Houdini or Maya. I'm talking about working with directors, actors, directors of photography, what I've got to do on set to bring a visual effects shot together. And just while it's playing through, I keep one figure in my head whenever I'm working on shots like this, putting them together. And that is, most of the shows that I work on, it costs about £10,000 per hour to film. So anything I can do to make my process of putting these shots together more efficient, I'm gonna go and do that. She seems to be on a black and white background and she's in color. You know, is that just a rotoscoping job? So if I actually show you some of the plates, this is in Belgium and this is in France. Okay, and what I like about this sequence so much is that it highlights the real reason why visual effects has been used so much. Let me ask you something. Why do we use visual effects in film and TV? What's the real sell me this pen reason why visual effects are used? I used to think it was because you could put fancy things in like aliens and dinosaurs and all these kind of make-believe things so you could tell these really great stories. The real reason I found that why productions loosen the purse strings to go and pay for visual effects is because you can save the production. By that I mean, if an actor becomes ill or we lose a location or you can't get two actors together on the same day, with visual effects we can film elements separately and then put them together. And that's exactly what we have here. I want to focus on this shot here. So I'll show you the plates. That's a final composite. That's the Belgium plate and this is the France plate. So this is what I call a lineup shot. It's when we already have a shot and then we need to go and do a lineup to add an actor into an existing scene. And when I'm doing this, I'm thinking of three things, and that is camera, lighting, and performance. So for the camera element of that, I'm going to look at the plate that we filmed before, you know, in Paris in this case. I'm going to go and match the camera height, the camera body, the camera lens, the tilt angle, all of those things need to go and match up. I can take measurements from the scene, it could be from a LiDAR scan as well. And then for the lighting to match up, I'm going to rely on the director of photography to go and set that up. A DOP will sometimes make a floor plan, so they'll make a diagram and they can see what the lights were. But to be honest, most DOPs I know can pretty much just look at a shot, be able to figure it out, and they can nail it every time. Now, the third thing is the performance. What that means is I need to go and tell the actor where they can and can't go. And what I'll always try to do is give that actor the maximum amount of performance area so they have the most amount of freedom to do their thing, to do their performance. So if you look here, if I'm going to go and zoom in, I've got to mark off a path here that the actor, Jessica Lord, very talented, wonderful actor, actually one of the best actors I've ever worked with in terms of visual effects, and I'll go into that in part 2. So as you can see, there is this curtain, and that means that she can't just walk straight from here straight towards the camera. She has to walk around the curtain, So you can go and see these tape marks that I've put down here. The next crucial part of the performance is where's her eye line? Where's she looking? Where's the actor that she's supposed to be performing with, even though he's not there? Here's the composited shot, and here is the plate and the eye line that I set up for Jessica. And as you can see, I've gone and printed out a frame of Henry, the actor, and then I've gone and put it on this C-stand, and now she has a human face to look at. When I got started in visual effects, and I only knew about pixels and software, and I didn't know anything about performance and acting, I used to put an X on a stick, which is absolutely awful. And you might be thinking, how did I get such a good match there? And I'm going to show you how I did that. So a while ago, I wrote my own live key mix software. I called it Plate Match. I'm going to show you that now. So here's me from a different angle. And I'm going to go and load these plates in. And these are a live composite. So I'm just going to go and pause these here. And what I was able to do is I can do a live key mix here. And I had an assistant go and grab this C-stand and I said, forward a bit, backwards a bit, left, right, that kind of thing, so I could get an exact match. So this tool, which I've called Plate Matcher, it's not currently for sale or download, But if you are interested, do send me a message and get in touch about that. So at this point, I've got the camera, lighting, and performance attributes all lined up many hours before the main unit comes over to film this. In part 2, we're going to talk about one of the most important, and possibly one of the most overlooked parts of being an on-set visual effects supervisor, which is helping the actor with the performance, telling the story and using visual effects to enhance that.